In a week filled with instant classics, the one match everyone had marked on their calendars went down on Friday. The Seoul Dynasty and New York Excel faced off in a true clash of the titans, and they did not disappoint. Which top-ranked team came out on top? Semmler and Hex have the call.
And this is it, Hex. It's one of those pinch-me moments. Are we actually going to get to cast this game? Because I think this is going to be one of the big barn burners of the whole season here.
I think this is the match that everyone's been looking forward to.
But we are making progress on the point now. 2 ticks already here for Seoul Dynasty. You're getting the impression that they're able to hold New York, but they give up too much ground in the end. They are not able to withstand the attack, and we will get that first point capped. Not giving any free shots, although as I say that, Libero caught out in the open, and there we go. Fleta connects with 2. Can start laying down the pressure on this long line of sight. Past the payload arc. I thought for a second, but there it is. The headshot on Saviovi. We're running out of time here though, Hex. We're about to cross the 10-second mark, and Seoul, they need to get up there to tap the payload, but they're getting the fight taken to them already. Primal range, that's perfect. It's gonna buy even more time. And Seoul, it has to come down to Munchkin. Somebody has to get over onto that point. Sure enough, the entire time while this is going, Munchkin pushing the payload forward, keeping on top of it, continues to make progress. Where are his team though? They're all dead.
It's going to require a miracle for Munchkin, and he will not find that. I think they knew he was doing progress on the cart, but they were fine. They wanted to finish the fight up front. That's a problem we can deal with. Even the best tracers in the world are not going to win that 5v1, and so far a very solid defense for the New York XL, New York Excelsior. So interesting switch ups, but that's the versatility. Already SBV back onto Fleta, who falls first, and they clean up right after with Fleta out of the mix. There's no pressure on Libero. The skies are clear, but they are not friendly.
Unbelievable how quick that was. Nearly went slip into a watery grave with alligators. Instead, he managed to make it out. But we will have the kill coming in here from Zuma to start things off. Jonak gets the snipe on Munchkin. No back flank this time around. So New York Excel, still, the fight continues.
Most people brought back to life. Another huge volley takes down Zumba. Jonak has been a monster on Zenyatta.
He is the one to take down Fleta, and so once again, you're right. Key DPS frag right there to open things up, and that lets Libero go ham.
Yeah, Meko just wanted a new mech, actually, and now Libero goes to town, and that was a huge kill. And when you take a Widow out of the fight, everyone else can play a completely different style. Widow changes the battlefield. Mano!
So much damage, and now, well, it's the Hail Mary coming in here from Seoul Dynasty. Zumba just goes charging in, but he's not going to be long for this world. The self-destruct will not catch anybody out in the open, exactly as expected. Fleta still somehow takes down Saviovi, and so now one of the key players here for XL is out of the fight, and this is a big opportunity here for Seoul. Perhaps they can turn this around. The Transcendence keeping the teammates alive here.
They're going all in on this turnaround as well. They lost a couple. It might have been time to disengage, but Arc will pop his Valkyrie, bring people back to life. Saviovi hits the pulse bomb onto Jaehyung, but I don't think it's going to be enough. That is a lot of defense on the guard. The Blade, more ambition. Oh my God, 2!
Dude, Libero, he's chopping up the paces. 3 kills, straight it up. He's just turned it around single-handedly here for his team. It's down to the tanks now for Seoul Dynasty to try and survive as best they can. And they're already having to give ground here, having to dance as best. Well, it's not going to be good enough. New York XL, off the back of some crazy plays from Libero, managed to pick up the first map.
I think if you're NYXL right now, and you just saw how well your defense worked on Eichenwald, a similar strategy can easily be employed here on Horizon New.
In this case, obviously, the Sombra. Jaehyung hanging back, just putting a little bit of heat on here. Libero, not quite gonna get the mine. Yes, he does. Finds the kill. And in the meantime, Meko gets the D-Mech and the kill on Kuki. 2 targets, and he might be able to get that EMP. Meko doesn't really matter for him. He's still gonna be able to pick up the kills. And Saviovi has won the fight versus Fleta in the meantime, but the backline gets cleaned up. And so it will be Seoul Dynasty picking up this first point fairly quickly here. Arc Zit managed to dodge it. It looks like he will be able to get the res, but is he going to be enough? Him solo healing, trying to keep his team in this fight. Zumba will have to self-destruct if he wants to use it to try and buy a little bit more time here, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like Seoul will give up on this fight. So now there will be no pulse, no early pick, but it doesn't really matter. Munchkin will be the one to take down Mano, the hero for New York XL in the last fight. That is it, just like that in the blink of an eye. Seoul collapse on the point and pick it up right from New York's noses.
healing going on. They have a Lucio in the mix as well, so they're just going to clump up. They need to find an answer to do damage in a large area right now, does Seoul.
Oh my god, he's already got Coalescence. The fight has barely begun. This is unbelievable. Just gets the orbs out, make sure that he keeps his teammates topped up. They're making progress right now. Seoul have to find a way to challenge, but they're not quite managing it. It is going to be the two remaining players here, but Toby, I mean, you're not going to last long if you're Mercy and you're facing down a Roadhog, a Diva. Moira, I mean, well, now we have so much to work with here. Jaehong has decided to swap off to the Hannah, not long though. And Fleta has finally decided to go for the shotguns as well, trying to deal with these fake meeting targets, but he is not quite managing it. Instead, it's Semyobi with the whole hog. 2 kills and a point for New York Excel. But right now, they're doing a great job. And as I say that though, there is going to be a bit of a push here coming in from Mano, but that's fine. He has his shield down. And eventually, Cookie will find the key kill on Arc. No possible Valkyrie now, and there's a big opportunity here for Seoul.
EMP went down into the corner on both of those healers, and now Fleta can absolutely clean up. Nobody is back alive. Biobi does take out Toby in the back line, but now he's going to try to stall at the point. He's taken out, and with 1.9 on the clock, the offense will gain second point yet again.
And Meko really wanted that kill.
Meko's angry about that. Arc had just popped Valkyrie before this preemptively, so it can bring everyone back to life. That's why you see the flood of kills coming in. One more brought back to life. Biobi will be out of it permanently, but they might not need it. New York captures the point. 90-second advantage as we go into round number 3.
Looking for it, the follow-up here on Semyobi. Semyobi not got an easy target to hit, especially with the plates, the recalls, but never mind. Fleta gets the job done.
It seems like they can actually be patient if they keep time on the point. I know it's overtime, but it does not matter. Arc's Valkyrie now out of existence. Toby will sprout his own wings and keep his team alive on the point, and they need that extra healing. Now they've lost 1, they've lost 2, a huge bunch of kills. Is Toby going to be able to bring enough back to life?
Gonna be the big question is Libero with the Dragon Blade will finally remove Munchkin from the fight, and it is just gonna be Toby drifting down to certain death, and it will be the end. 5-4. But what an impressive performance from Seoul. You can never count these guys out of any fight.
Toby used his Valkyrie very early, knowing that there's only 15 seconds left, and he's got 15 seconds for people. Another huge kill with the tire! Takes down Arc, who's holding on to his Valkyrie!
Unbelievable. They may be able to do this to withstand the attack. The backline is dead for Excel. Now it's a matter of cleanup, but you're still having to deal with the likes of Semyobi. And right now, the man is staying alive, but he's all alone. He's trying to get out of dodge, but he'll get hunted down by Cookie. Overtime is burning, and Seoul Dynasty. Oh no, the tap. Somehow they managed to get back onto it just in time.
Arc's Valkyrie is able to fly back. He does bring back 2, but he will give up his life. That is no more sustain on the point. Seoul still knocking them off of the point and about. Not enough healing for NYXL.
And the overtime, the longer it goes that wick, the quicker it burns. And in the end, yes, Libero, he got back to life, but the fact that he backed off that point, that's all Seoul needed. What a fantastic second map in this series. This is it. We're 2 maps into a complete and utter, well, I mean, fantastic match here, Hex, because this has just been everything Dynasty have been showing exactly why they're at the top of the pack. They didn't give up in that second map, and we're tied up 1-1.
That much more vulnerable for Seoul.
Exactly right. You're gonna hit that Discord orb, 30% increased damage taken, and that is a big difference when you're talking about a Roadhog or to get the barrage out immediately, but Jonak will trade it very quickly now. Toby decides to commit the sound barrier to this fight, but in the meantime, Arc bringing his teammates back to life. New York seems like they have a bit of an edge here.
Barrage very likely a one-way ticket. That's why he went down immediately. He's a target sitting.
Or not, he is taking quite a bit of damage here, dropping to about half HP. Meko manages to get his as well, and sure enough, self-destruct committed. Jaehong cast off the edge. Then he died, but somebody's there to turn it around. You lost your mercy, but Sobo with a massive triple kill on the self-destruct.
Arc's gonna bring 2 of them back to life, but they have their work cut out for them. They're still at a disadvantage, even with those 2 people being resurrected. And then, meantime, Jaehong is gonna move over to Ana to try to come back to this point. He's not on Mercy anymore. But Biobi is cleaning up on the ground. Toby able to get some fancy footwork and stay out. 99-99. Next fight wins this one.
Exactly right, because that overtime wick is burning, and you can see it's getting faster and faster. Sure enough, it'll tick. Jaehong not able to get in there to touch the point fast enough. Fleta as well, he was right on the edge. But again, you have to keep an eye on that overtime wick.
It's questionable if he knows the percentage they're at. Most of these pro teams are very good at tracking the percentage. I think they're looking for a hero play up top with the Deadeye so that he can take this high ground, zone them out at the very least. Arc will have Valkyrie forehands
Or they just don't touch the point at all. Sometimes that happens, guys. Sometimes that happens. Nick of time to keep his team still in this fight.
Back into it, but it's desperation time. They're going to have an enormous play. Sound barrier will start it off, at least give them a little extra staying power on the point. The barrage comes down from Libero. Will take down 2, and no one is there to punish him, so he is still alive. New York has won Oasis.
It will be Seoul on the away team, starting on the offense, with New York Excel on the defense here. The offense here on Junkertown, so many angles for these snipers to set themselves up in, to try and catch opponents off guard. Tanks to try and stay alive and keep their hopes in it. But Meko point blank gets the D-Mech, looking for the follow-up. Tough target to hit this diva, the mini diva, you know, she's quick, she's fleet of foot.
Doing a great job of stalling it out.
To a third. Meko will get picked as well, and they're just running in one after another. Finally, Jonak decides enough is enough. I have to get the trans out there. He will be invulnerable during the duration, and that could be the turning point.
Tanks completely out of it as Save Yobi comes in, and both of the tanks for Seoul are out. That means no great stalling option onto the point. Plata, though, trying to bring it back, but he cannot deflect the taser of Winston. That is where the payload will end.
But now that the infrared is worn off, he's going to be out in the open again, looking for these shots. Nice hook to set things up, not quite finding the kill though. Meko somehow, he will die eventually. The damage is there. Arc will bring him back to life though, and we have the valves in play, but that overtime wick is burning, and New York not able to get on the point in time. So they keep their hopes alive. We're tied up 2-2, and sure enough, Hex, it had to go down this way. It had to happen this way that we go to 5 maps. This is a defining moment for both of these teams. Who is going to stay top dog in the group and who is going to take over?
It's all down to a best of 3 here on Lijiang Tower. We thought it was going to 5. We were hoping it was going to 5. We get it right here. Could not get any better than this.
Hunted down by Bunny. Meko will trade and take down Zuma, but that's not quite the same weight.
Very interesting kill on Arc there. He went for the stake, but he forced Arc into a bad situation. Meanwhile, though, Jonak comes to life, says, I will do it by myself.
The point is takes back over in New York Excelsior's favor. They still have the edge here. As far as the ults are concerned, Mono will have his primal rage, continue buying time, just needs to stay alive, and the overtime wick is burning. Soul not gonna make that mistake, though. Toby eventually gets stuffed, and this is it the moment that New York are waiting for. They pick up the first map. Gives themselves the advantage here in the deciding map of this series. His team to the rescue! Keep him alive, he barely hangs in there. And well, they are forcing them back, New York Excel. They are taking the fight to Seoul. They know they're on the brink. All of these kills making a massive difference, 90%. And now this is where you get desperate if you're Seoul. You have to get in here, you have to contest the point. You've got 4% left, just a couple of seconds. Cookie, can he get through the window? All right, they have Bunny on point, so at least buy a little bit more time here.
He went a little early, though. He was trying to hide out, but they spotted him, so that's why he jumped on the point right away. Toby's going to resurrect Fleta immediately. Arc still holding on to his Valkyrie. This is an uphill fight for Seoul.
The focus, the target calling here, everything is impeccable for New York Excel. No resurrect possible, especially not when you're dead. And New York, they might well have done it. They might have dethroned the Kings, declawed the Cats, and they are the new Kings of Overwatch League. New York Excel, they have done it. 3-2. We've been spoiled these past couple days, haven't we, Hex? I mean, that series, the ones from yesterday, all going to overtime in the 5th map on Lijiang Decider, and Lijiang is always such a joy to watch. You can see everything there.
You know the scariest part about that is New York didn't play perfect. There is very much they could improve on, and they still beat what everyone predicted would be the best team in the league.